My first interview I've done with short hair, yeah. Like, I mean, I donated.
Every girl's crazy about a short dress, man.
This is the Milo Beasley Show. This is the Milo Beasley Show. There's only one thing you need to know. This is the Milo Beasley Show. And now, here's your host, Milo Beasley.
All right. And welcome to the Milo Beasley Show. Doot. We are hanging out here in Raleigh at GalaxyCon. My guest this week, the very beautiful Julie McCullough. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, but it's not my fault that he cut his hair. I just want you to know. I get the very first interview of Clean Cut Milo.
Yes.
Clean Cut Milo.
Clean cut. It's crazy. I still have like where I think that, because I used to always put it up, and then so when I go to get in the shower, I always feel like, oh, I gotta take my hair down, and it's not there, and it feels so weird.
You feel naked.
Yeah.
You feel naked. I know that feeling about being naked. I do.
Well,
yeah,
hey. a couple times.
A couple times.
Right here.
And right here.
And right there, a couple times. So yeah, so do you get many people that bring the old Playboys to sign?
Actually, most of the business I've been getting here is not from my TV stuff. It's mostly been because of the Playboy stuff. People bring it. I don't sell it. I have Playboy covers here, but I don't sell my nakedness.
Right, you don't want to be responsible for that if it falls into the wrong hands here.
There's a lot of kids here, so I don't put no nakedness stuff
Right.
The covers. The covers is one thing.
Now,
I've seen girls and boys in here dressed up in less clothing than what I have on in my
there's definitely
Playboy covers. So.
Yeah, there's a couple that I'm like, especially when then you go up the escalator.
Yes, and
you're
then
like,
you see full things
okay.
you don't want to see.
All right. Well, I guess that's what I'm seeing today. But yes, you mentioned TV.
Yes.
And while everybody loves Growing Pains, I want to talk to you about an episode that you appeared in one of my favorite shows ever.
Oh yeah.
The Golden Girls.
Oh, I love the Golden Girls.
Yeah. So you played.
I was Mary.
Yeah, you played.
I was Mary.
Mary
has a little lamb. This Mary never really had a little lamb, but on the show.
How is it working with those four girls?
My favorite people in the industry that I worked with.
It's incredible.
Favorite.
How was it hard to? Because I mean, it is a serious that show it took comedy and serious and combined them.
Yeah.
But during that comedy stuff, was it just so hard because the comedic timing of Estelle Getty is just amazing. So did you have any? Was there a lot of outtakes that you're like, okay, I can't do this because they're too good?
No, but there was a scene where Estelle Getty was listening and with headphones on and singing a rap song, which still to this day cracks me up.
Yeah.
That just cracks me up. I can't even stop thinking about it now to this day. It's just one of the funniest scenes of her doing a rap song, beeping to some headphones. It was supposed to be my headphones on the show. And she puts it on and she's listening to rap music. It was hilarious.
That show it's still good to this day.
It's so good. It's so good. And now I actually have a home in Florida. So my brother told me that my life is actually imitating my art, because I've become a real life Golden Girl living in South Florida.
So you were young at the time. Were you a fan of Golden Girls at that time? Did you know anything about it, or was it just like at that point another job that you were?
At that point, it was another job, and it was I was happy to have it, and they were, of course, the classic actresses.
Yes.
I knew all of them. It's like Maude. Who didn't know Maude?
Who didn't know? Yeah, Beatrice Arthur. Yeah.
Who didn't know? Betty White.
Yeah.
Like everybody knew Betty White. I mean, Mary Tyler Moore show. She was freaking amazing on it. I knew the actresses, and I was so happy to have the job. And then the fact when I was on set, they were so nice. They were seasoned actresses. There's a big difference when you go on a set and you got all these young actors and their heads get all big and blown up and they think they're all this and that, and then you go on a show like that and those actresses were just so amazing to work with. They were so delightful and funny and charming. They all liked each other and everybody would be goofing around and having fun on set, and They knew everybody. They knew all the crew and friendly, and it was lovely.
That's
Lovely.
amazing. Yeah, it's again one of my favorite shows of all time, and you got to be there, and it's incredible.
I got lucky to do a lot of them shows back then. So I
Yes.
was on the Golden Girls. I was on the Who's the Boss show,
Yes,
which
Who's the
Tony
Boss?
Danza was freaking amazing to work with. And I was on Growing Pains, of course. And I did Beverly Hills 90210. I got to steal Steve's car on it. I had Zuri's car. And then later I got to work with him in Sharknado.
Yes, Sharknado.
So, which was awesome fun.
When everyone was during the production of Sharknado, did anyone think that? I'm assuming everyone thought it was campy, but did anyone think?
Campy?
Did anyone? I mean, for lack of a better term, I mean that's.
No, I got a good story for you. I already know where you're going.
Did anyone think that it was going to be successful?
Here's my imitation of Ian Ziering. The day we were shooting, he comes up. He goes, "Did you hear? Did you hear?" And I was like, "Did I hear what?" And he's like, "What they're going to call this movie? They're changing the title on our script. The show was called Dark Skies."
Okay.
That was the name of the original script that they had. And then he says they're going to change it to Sharknado, and he was like, and I was like, I know, and your name's above the title. I said, yes, I did hear. You're going to be your name above the title of Sharknado. And I laughed because you know that I know that we know that they know that we would have never signed on to do something called Sharknado. But it was too late at that point. They could change the title to anything they wanted.
And now there's like 5.
And I know. And then, cut to, they finish the movie. It comes out, massive hit. And I see Ian on TV. He's doing an interview on one of them late night talk shows. And he's like, well, yes, I'm the star of Sharknado. And I was laughing. I was like, oh, man, talk about eating mutton. It was just the funniest thing to me. True funny. It was just hearing him go from A to Z.
That's good. I heard a rumor about you this weekend.
All right.
That your arm is like 90% metal.
Yes, it's bionic.
You have a bionic arm.
My left arm is a bionic arm. True story.
How did that happen?
I am the bionic woman. They could rebuild me, and they did. A really bad accident when I was 30 years old. So I had a really bad accident. My hand came off in a car accident, and they basically, it only held on by the skin, and they basically redid my bones, and my left arm is bionic from the wrist to the elbow.
So nobody should get in a fight with you.
No. I could actually knock somebody out with this. I am my own bodyguard. Who needs a bodyguard when you got Julie McCullough? Ba-bam.
Oh my gosh.
Sure.
Oh my gosh. A thing I like to do here on the Milo Beasley Show before we wwrap up is called the Top 5.
Okay.
Where I ask a random question.
Random?
I usually don't know what it is.
Don't know.
Until the words physically come out of my mouth. And today
Out
is
of your mouth.
no exception. So
exceptions.
we're gonna go with top 5.
Top 5.
Since you are now into stand-up comedy,
Yes.
top 5 favorite stand-up comedians. No particular order.
Oh gosh, that's difficult. There's so many. Lenny Bruce, Wanda Sykes.
I know somebody's gonna get mad if you leave them off, right?
No,
So maybe
no,
we should.
no.
So maybe we should change this because I don't want somebody to be like, "Why didn't you name me?" And then be like, "Oh no."
No, I've got so many friends who are comedians. There's like some young comedians that I really love and adore. Lisa Correa, who's really I love her. And Eric Myers is a comedian that I think he's a comedian's comedian. He's funny. If you don't know Eric Myers or Lisa Correa, please look them up. Okay, how many?
So that was 4. So we got one more. One more.
One more.
Out of all the stand-up comics in the universe.
There's so many. I don't know. That's a loaded.
Yeah. I should have changed the question.
I could get shot down.
Right.
Let's see. Let me think. Gosh, see? No, I'm trying to think. Pearl. Stephen Pearl.
Oh, Stephen Pearl.
Stephen Pearl from out in California. I I watched him one night just literally do over 2 hours of stand-up comedy without missing a beat, without even taking little breaks, without even hardly breathing. And every daggone thing the man said was so funny. I couldn't. I'm a smoker. I didn't even leave to go have a cigarette because he was so funny. I was so enthralled.
That's
watching
approval.
Stephen Pearl, just amazing, amazing.
All right, so before we wrap up, where can folks find you on the social medias if they want to give you a follow?
Sure, I'm on Instacrack, also known as Instagram. I'm on Twittercrack, also known as Twitter. So there you have it. I do have a Facebook, but it's very private. It's my family, my close friends. So if you try to request me and I don't know you, I won't add you to the Facecrack page. It's my private one. I do have a fan page on there, but...
so you call it, so Instacrack and Twitter, you're on that like all the time?
Yeah,
You're just on that all the time?
that and Candy Crush.
Candy Crush.
Candy Crush. I'm on level 3,404 right now.
The fact that you know your level is quite amazing.
I'm a gamer junkie.
All right.
You like games? I'm a gamer.
So thank you for watching and thank you for chatting with me this week.
Thanks for having me. And thanks for getting the haircut, Mr. Clean Cut.
Yeah.
I get to be with the first clean cut Milo.
Yeah.
Hey, come out, buy some autographs from some of these entertainers out here. I know everybody likes to come dressed up and everything, you know, but you know, some of us got bills to pay. So come feed us. Food, money, food. I'm just gonna eat. I'm skinny, very skinny, very skinny. I got fired from growing pains, so you know I'm having growing pains. Come buy pictures. Oh, Playboy pictures. Ooh. Oh, growing pains pictures. Ooh. Oh, Sharknado pictures. Ooh. Ah. And my friend Lisa, she's doing her own personal yard sales here. She's selling all kinds of cool Disney stuff. So if you're a Disney freak, you need to come by. She's got cool brand new stuff that's vintage. Awesomeness. Come by it.
Speaking, any Deadpool is usually my favorite because Deadpool is such a kind of an all-encompassing character. They're usually the funniest.
Absolutely.
Kind of whacked out. Yeah, I like a good Deadpool.
Well, maybe you can get yourself, now that you know, there's that Fox Disney
That's right.
merger,
That's
maybe
right.
Taserface can somehow make his way
Show up in Deadpool.
into